morning students. I am Netra and your mathematics lecturer, and today I will just explain you the basics, and before that I will explain you the syllabus and with some basics which you guys are studying in a 10th. Okay, so there are 16 chapters in your mathematics. That is, first chapter is the sets, relationary functions, trigonometric functions, principle of mathematical induction, complex numbers and a quadratic equation, linear inequality, permutation and a combination, binomial theorem, sequence and a series, straight lines, conic section, introduction to three-dimensional geometry, then limits and the derivatives, mathematical reasoning, statistics and a probability. Out of the 16 chapters, hope you guys remember a few concepts that you guys are studying in a 10th. It's nothing but trigonometric functions. Okay, next is a quadratic equation, permutation and a combination, some few concepts, then only a sequence, okay, that you guys studied in a 10th, that is the AP, okay, arithmetic progression. Next is a limits known, then statistics and a probability. So based on these chapters, I'll explain you some basics, okay. So that is, but as per the government, they said like there will be some 30% of a reduction in your syllabus. But so far we didn't get any updates. But you need to stick on to the syllabus only, that is the 16 chapters. So once we will get any updates from the government, then we will let you know. And there will be some chapters will be deleted from the syllabus. Is it clear? So I'll just go to some basics. That is, so first I'll go to some quadratic equations. Is it clear? Quadratic equation. So in a quadratic equation, what is the meaning of quadratic equation? It's nothing but, in an equation, if the variable power is a 2, then such equation we call it as a quadratic equation. So for example, the standard form of this quadratic equation is x squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay. So here the variable you can consider as a x. And in this equation, so the power of x is a 2, right? Hence you can consider this as a quadratic equation. Then in an equation, if x power is a 2, then how many solutions will get it? Or how many roots will get it? Is nothing but that is 2 itself. So power of x is a 2, then solution for this equation also you will get it 2. Is nothing but the x value is a 2 different values you will get it. So that is what the quadratic equation. So now the same concept you guys are studying in a 10th. Then what is the difference in this class, that is in a first period? So as we discussed in the 10th, we will get a root of a quadratic equation. Either it is the same, means an equal root. So another one is a unique roots and another one is a complex. Hope you remember that, imaginary roots. So it's nothing but x is less than 0. So less than is nothing but what? It is a negative value, right? So in that case, what we will do is that you guys are going to study in this class is nothing but in a first period. So such a values we will call it as an imaginary. Then what about the imaginary number? Imaginary number is denoted by I and its value is a -1. Okay. So square root of any negative value is called as imaginary. We call it. That is the square root of 2i. So this I is denoted as an imaginary number. So how can we find then such a quadratic equation? So how can we find the values of x is nothing but we have a formula for that. So first we need to check with the discriminant. Hope you guys remember that discriminant is nothing but t square minus 4ac. If this discriminant is less than 0, is nothing but negative value, then we will get a imaginary root, is nothing but the complexities. So in that case, we have a formula to find the values of the x is nothing but x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Even this formula also you guys have studied in the 10th. Okay, but we'll get it some equal roots and some unique roots. Okay, but in this class, means in this chapter, so it is a compulsory equation. So the last equation is like solve, and there will be the quadratic equation. Obviously, for that quadratic equation, you will get an imaginary roots only. So to find such imaginary roots, you need to go with this formula. Okay. So within this square root, we will call it this condition as discriminant. Okay, b square minus 4ac is nothing but it is a discriminant. So before applying a formula, you need to check with the condition for this. So whether you get a less than 0 or equal to 0 or greater than 0. But it is obviously it is a less than 0 only because the negative value you will get it. So once you get the negative value, you just make use of this formula and find the complex roots for such a quadratic equation. Okay, is it clear? Okay, as I said that imaginary number, right? So imaginary number is denoted by I, and we can define it like a square root of any negative value. We'll call it as an imaginary. Is it clear? If it is a perfect root also, we can't write it like it is only a 2. It is a negative, right? Square root of any negative value, we'll call it as the imaginary number. That imaginary number is denoted by small letter I. So you have to write that is minus I. So here, what is the value of this minus I? As I said that, so I is nothing but it is the square root of minus 1. The value of I is nothing but square root of minus 1. Then how can you write this to I in I? You may ask it. It's nothing but you can write this minus 4 as minus 1 into 4. Is it clear? Within a square root, if any two numbers, we can express it as square root of minus 1 into square root of 4. Is it clear? So now the square root of minus 1 is, I said like it is an imaginary number, hence we can write this as a I, and this is a perfect square 4, hence we can write this as a 2. So finally we can write this as a 2i. Hope you understood this. Okay. Square root of minus 4 means don't write it like minus 2 it is. Okay, that is wrong. So square root of any negative value is imaginary, hence we can write the square root of minus 4 is 2i. So how can we write this 2i is nothing but, so I is a complex number and its value is a minus 1, hence we wrote it as a 2i. So now with the help of this imaginary number value, we need to find the values of I is nothing but I power is a 1 and its value is a minus 1 we can write. Then the power of I is a 2. I square is nothing but square root of minus 1 into square root of minus 1. Square root of 1 into square root of 1 is square root of minus 1 whole square. Now the square and root get cancelled and this is what? Minus 1. Then the value of I square is nothing but minus 1. Next is I cube is nothing but. So I just write it as square root of I square into I. You can write it here. And I square is nothing but minus 1 into I, and this write it as it is. Hence we can write this as minus I. Okay, you can remember the values of power of a I like this only. Next is I power 4, which is equal to I square into I square. Just make it simple. This is I square value is minus 1. Again I square is a minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. Hence we can write I value is a square root of minus 1. I square is minus 1. Next I cube is minus I, then I power 4 is plus 1. So these are the values of a I. Okay. If it is a single digit of this power of a I, you can simplify like this. If the power of a I is a greater number, it's like a 100, or it's like 1,000, it's like a 200, or it's like a 199. So in that case, what you will do is, so there is a shortcut, and you can call it as some formula, which is I power, I'll take it as a 50. So in that case, I can write this as I power. So 4 into, if I take 4 into 11 or 4 into 12, 4 into 12 is what? Which is 48 here. 48. Next what I do is, so out of this 50, here is a 48, remaining is what? It is a 2. Once the bases are same, we can add with the power, right? So I will just write it like, okay, if you get confused, just write it like this. I'll rewrite this 50 as 4 into 12. Why we need to take 4 only? Because I power 4 value is a 1. Then it is easy to multiply or some numbers. So 1 into anything, you will get that number only. So for that sake, we need to take this I power 4 into some number. So that number should be nearer to this power of a high. So I power 4 into 12 is 48. To make it this number as a 50, remaining is a 2. Else we can write this as I power 4 into 12, I power 2 it is. Can we write like this? So next is, I power 4 is what? It is a 1. So 1 power 12 again into I square value is what? It is a minus 1. 1 power anything is, that value is a 1. Is it clear? 1 into minus 1 is of minus 1. Okay. If this way is easy, or can you go with a manual? Manual is nothing but I power 4 into I power 4 into I power 4. So like that, you need to get a number which is like a 50. So instead of that, we can go with a shortcut way, or you can call it that is a formula. So with the help of this one, I can write in general, if the power of I is some integer, in that case I can write I power, which is 4 into n plus some k. Is it clear? So we can write that as I power 4 into that number n into I power k. Now where n and k are integers. Hope you guys understood this one. Okay. With the help of this one, we will just solve some problems. Okay, or simple problems. Then we will get to know what exactly is this. Is it clear? So here is, I take I power some number which is like 29. Okay. We can rewrite this as I power, we should start with the 4 only. So multiple of the 4, that number should be near to 29, or exactly you may get it that number only. So 4 into 7 4s are 28, right? So I can write that is 7 into 4 is 28. To make it this number as a 29, so remaining is a 1. So you need to add the 1. Again, you can rewrite this as I power 4 and all power 7 into I power 1. Hope you guys understood this step. Here is a plus. Why you do this product means when the bases are same, you just add with the power. Okay. For these two terms, the base is I only. Hence, we can split the power of this base. Is nothing but I power 4 all power 7 into I power 1. Now, as you know the value of I power 4 is a 1 and 1 power 7 it is. Then the value of I, don't write the square root of minus 1. If it is a I, you just write it like that only. 1 power 7 is a 1 only, and I this is, and I power 29 is, it is a I itself. Is it clear? So next I just take I power 100 it is. I power 100. You can write I power 4 into multiple of a 4, that should be nearer to 100 or exactly 100. So as you know that 4 into 25, 25 4 is a what? It is 100, right? So exactly 100. Next is I power 4 all power 25. It is I power 4 value is a 1 and 1 power 25, and this value is a 1 itself. Is it clear? Therefore, I power 100 is a 1. This is what the easy way to find the value of a I power. Okay. So in your exam, it is like a 1 mark compulsory question. This one. Okay. This is what the basic regarding imaginary number in this chapter, that is a quadratic equation. Hope you guys understood this class. Okay. Thank you guys.